In all the time I've been doing this car thing in this field that I move in, sometimes I find myself thinking, well, what car brand? Is it a respected, popular brand? This is one of the few. Mazda is among them, more than Subaru, especially the Mazda CX-60. This is the hybrid version among all the competitors in this class. This is one of the only ones that has 6 cylinders. That's why people like it a lot, because it has 6 cylinders. The others, they all went down to 4 cylinders. They're hybrids too, but with 4 cylinders. This is a very good inline 6-cylinder. Mazda entered the market of cars with small soft engines and said they wouldn't follow the trend of making soft engines and transmissions. Not Mazda. Its philosophy aims to create something with soul, not just in design. That's what they've achieved with this SUV. So, like I always say, buckle up, let's test it out, because this is one of those cars that's really worth considering seriously. You'll love it inside and out. Its technology, design, and more. Everything here is carefully designed and analyzed, unlike other companies. It's definitely for that driver who wants luxury without having to worry about paying for so many brands. Quite the opposite. BMW, Audi, and Mercedes are increasing prices and reducing engine sizes. A phrase I like because it captured the trend. Until everything changed in the world. Now's a great time to subscribe and enable notifications to get alerts for new videos. It's a great support you give me, that's why I'm here. That's why I go to so many places making cars non-stop, because of that support. So thank you. I post a picture of this car on Instagram and people message me wanting something special. Well, you do feel special. I call it a unique car, a powerful car, not to say I'm riding in a super luxury car. No, because that's not necessary here. Especially when you sit inside and see the philosophy that Mazda works under. Everything changes here. It's a new concept. Let's view the design from the front, side, and back to see what I mean. When it comes to Mazda's design, which they've kept pretty basic, what else do I like about Mazda? There was a day when I went to an MX-5 event, and they started talking about the continuously variable transmission, and they asked one of the engineers why they don't implement the continuously variable transmission. And he simply said, we don't make that crap. Let's take a look. This is an LED light strip that we have here. I don't dislike the design, but I don't like the chrome shine. If it were matte, it would be perfect. That's just a matter of personal taste. We have 2 projectors here, and the air intake is fully functional. I really like that because it means they thought about the car's aerodynamics. Good. Large central air intakes, big logo above a camera. Behind here are shutters that open or close based on cooling needs. That engine. All front sensors are here. Mazda is always recognizable. Wherever I go, I can spot a Mazda. With so many Chinese cars to see, I often don't know what I'm looking at. Mazda is instantly recognizable. When you see one, you know it's a Mazda. You can't see the engine. But it doesn't matter, because we know that when they put these covers on, first it's for decoration. Yes, it's decoration, but it's also to tell conventional mechanics. If you want to touch this engine, don't. You might break the car. Take it to a professional for inspection. That's why, more than anything, these covers are on each side. You open here, and you can open it to see what's underneath. It's a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo engine with 280 horsepower, of course, and with a 48-volt motor, because this car is a mild hybrid. It's a hybrid car. 0 to 100 km/h in 6.9 seconds with hydraulic lift, which is crucial. I really like this engine. It's not just a whim. Mazda made it on its new long platform, like BMW does, for example. Rear-wheel drive comes as the basis for perfect balance. When we're talking about torque, you can feel it completely from the bottom. The competition goes for 2.0 but not 5 liters. Mazda said, I want this to feel like a luxury car, but a real car. Keep in mind that it's an 8-speed automatic transmission, just like Mazda does with all their transmissions. They're automatic. If we look at the side and notice how the design makes the car look much bigger than it actually is. Really, it's tall. Look, it's actually a little taller than me. This part here is just designed, but here it says inline. 6 inline, 20 inches. We have a nice sharp design on the wheel, which we have on the rims, and a light sensor at the bottom of the car. Since everything is black, it's subtle with clean, long, shiny lines. Of the car, the chrome they put on the front part, they only kept it here because sometimes they go overboard and put it on the handles, on the doors, in other places. Here they only kept it now on the edge of the upper part. Camera, because we have a 360 bird's eye view retractable mirrors. Here the mirrors are not heated because we are in a tropical place. Maybe if you buy it in a cold market, they could be heated. I don't know, that's a very optional thing. The black pillars also shine quite a bit. If we open the doors, you can feel how heavy they are. The car is very well finished. We don't have rails on the roof. There's a sunroof that I can see back there. Remember, this is all-wheel drive. There's some play in the wheel, but overall, from the side, it's a beautiful car. Also, like from the front, it looks bold, but not flashy with bling, spikes, or lips. Direct, not simple. With all the seats down like I have now, you get good cargo space since you might not need 3 rows. People don't use the third row in many cases. When they buy it, they fold it down and split it 60-40. Take the seat belts out here from the middle because I want to show you, I want to show you how the space is here. In the second row seats, same materials that we have up front, like the cars I've been recording that are for sale. Look, I don't remove the plastic because people who like to buy a new car like to remove the plastic themselves. That little detail, all that fuss about removing the plastic when someone buys something new, do you like that? There are air conditioning vents and cup holders in the doors, which are well finished with stitching. The doors also feature matte chrome metal instead of shiny chrome. Would it have looked special if done that way? Up front are 2 USB-C ports and air conditioning vents. The roof comes up to here, and in back it's a split double roof. I think it's very good, spacious, and well finished. This car is perfect, honestly. I have the volume button here in my right hand at the bottom, just like the controls that operate that screen. This screen is central, but it's mainly controlled below since Mazda doesn't support those features. Touch is discouraged because it distracts you from the road. Using touch while driving means you're not paying attention. You can keep your hand here, pay attention, make changes, and use navigation as you like from here without any kind of problem. You don't have to worry about not knowing where something is or anything like that. It's fine. They kept the home page and volume controls at the bottom. I also have the driving modes, which are Sport, Normal, and Off-Road. No, it's not for extreme off-road use since it's not designed for that. But this all-wheel drive car performs well on any terrain. And the screen lights change as well. And it's sportier than a Lexus NX, smoother than a BMW X3, and stiffer than an Audi Q5. All of the suspension, and in the back it's multi-link. I'm getting out of here because I'm in the park and I want to leave so I can drive a bit and talk to you a little about the car while driving it. I've driven it a lot in different places, but since I'm recording this model again, I'm taking the opportunity, and we'll do it again, okay? The suspension is very firm. It doesn't matter if you're on smooth streets or rough ones, the suspension is firm. It has great visibility through all the windows and the panoramic sunroof that wraps around. The double wishbone suspension in the front, multi-link in the back, which is what's called kinetic posture control, brakes the inner wheel to reduce the car's body roll. If you go into a sharp turn, you'll actually feel like the car is telling you to relax. It's made for that. That's why they say if you want good performance, a Mazda car will give you good performance, especially in the curves. That doesn't matter at all. The materials are all extremely comfortable to the touch. These are soft materials with padding that you touch and your fingers sink in here on the inside, or that everything is very, very, very soft. And that's good because when I talk about the car and mention the luxury part, that's what I'm referring to. There's a small compartment with a 12-volt connector here. Next are the driving controls. The gear lever is small, but it's still a gear lever. Here I have cup holders in the door, good material on the seats, the finishes, all the controls I have here. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, I have volume control for different sources. I have Bluetooth, more phone information. And back here to set some of the settings for the adaptive cruise control and everything else. I can do it from here if I open here in the center, which has a 2-door opening. Here I have 2 USB-C connectors. In the back I have 2 more USB-C connectors, so it's well equipped with USB-C. You won't be missing that down here. The glove compartment is also a good size, and the stitching on the doors as well. Wherever you touch in the car, you'll feel it. It doesn't matter if it's down here, zone 1, 2, or 3, you'll feel that it feels good. They chose the materials well, not just the ones you can see, but also when you reach in there, you find materials that are quite soft, Mazda logo in the front in this car. I've already told you how well it responds, how well it drives, because it's designed for that. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are included here in the car. Mazda is the only Japanese brand that really puts its soul into interior design, and I'll explain why, having worked with the designers here. Everything has a purpose so that it fits your body. The seats are heated in the front and back. The front ones also have ventilation. Thin film transistor screen, G-Shock, large display, clear in the front area. The car feels pretty premium, trying to be a really premium car, but truly premium, and it also has a lot of safety features. The tank holds 58 liters. It does 15 to 17 kilometers per gallon, which is roughly equivalent to 10 to 12 kilometers per liter with 4 liters. It depends on traffic and the type of gasoline you use, which is important since it's a 6-cylinder. So, if you want a car and the only thing on your mind is saving fuel, this isn't the car for you. So look for a car that's focused on saving fuel. Even if you don't like it, if you don't like the car you buy, I always tell you the same thing. You'll die 20 years earlier. And thank you. Because if you dislike the car, you'll spend hours in it every day. Something grows inside you that will slowly kill you, like smoking, as terrible as it sounds. It's true, it's psychological, but those 6 cylinders are impressive. The best part is the spectacular 6-cylinder engine, premium German level interior, sporty handling, top-notch materials, and a solid new platform. Some people complain about the firm suspension, but I like it since it makes the drive sportier. People complain the screen isn't touch, but Mazda and I don't believe in touch screens. I explained why, and I agree the screen shouldn't be touch. Is it distracting? Anyone who pokes at the screen loses focus on what's in front of them. Okay, but one important thing is that all the press, all the information you look for about this car, they'll tell you that the car feels like a Mazda with a European soul. And that's really true about this car. I always praise Mazda and Subaru. Though I'm not a fan of Subaru's continuously variable transmission, I still speak well of Subaru. BMW X3, Audi, Q5, Lexus NX, Volvo XC60, the Genesis GV70, they're all direct competitors of this car. Okay, but none of them have a 6-cylinder engine. Okay, nobody gives you that. So it's a matter of saying, well, I want this, or I want to go drive a hybrid or whatever. In general, it's an amazing car and purchase, and a good decision, because buying it is intentional. You don't just buy it on impulse, you decide and try it out when you sit in here. I think they've already sold you on the car, since you can't compare it to its competitors. In price, in quality, in everything it offers you, it can't be compared to anything. In my opinion, as someone who tests cars every day of the year, this is a truly superior car, a car that I really like. Decide and try it out. They offer free test drives in every market. Just drive it. In sport mode, if you accelerate, it responds really well, really fast. It handles curves well. The performance is excellent. So go try it out. You won't regret it. Down here we have the large spare wheels, but this is a subwoofer for the sound system. Bose, you can see it there. It says Bose in big letters, okay? There are a few places for screws and other items with excellent upholstery and finish. Here in the back we can open the front seats here and they fold down completely flat. I like that it has a cover because things get stolen here. They'll empty your car if they see it. So depending on where you are, you need to cover and lock things. It's important that everything is closed up really well. I think you shouldn't drive a car in risky places because they'll steal everything from you. And the tailgate here opens electronically, nice and smooth back here. There are two things that don't work for me. They just don't because they can be avoided. But you can fix it. There's a way to fix it because I saw it first. They left this outside again instead of hiding it, leaving it exposed. I don't know why they keep doing this. This doesn't affect my decision to buy a car. However, General Motors plans to remove CarPlay from their vehicles. That's why I don't buy it anymore. It's a matter of saying what's important to me and what's not important to me. Here, light comes from the side, another from above, and there's a small spoiler. CX-60 all-wheel drive Skyactiv. Now what? There's something I don't like about the car because there's one thing I hate about this car and you can fix it. The exhaust outlets on both sides are just like what Volkswagen Atlas did. They're fake. Why are they fake? I don't know. But you can take them off and put on a kit that actually lets the air out through there, really. And that's already a change. That's mostly just an aesthetic thing. Okay, it's not such a serious thing, but if there's something I don't like, I can't keep quiet about it. Other than that, the big Mazda logo looks really good. The car overall. So if you're a fan of 6 cylinders of driving, really, of a car that handles well, that feels good, that looks elegant, that has power, and it's not just another competitor where everyone uses 4 cylinders. Well, this is the only option and the only recommendation I have for you, the Mazda CX-60. Hybrid, you won't regret it. Thanks for subscribing. See you next time.